The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Yay!
Yay!
Look at us. Look at us.
We made it.
Here we are. Here we are. I am surprised that you made it, Lindsay, after all that crap you had going on this weekend.
Yeah.
A bunch of children stuff, and then your family threw you a birthday party. Looked like a bunch of babies there at that thing, too.
Lots of babies. Lots of kids. All can't get away from them.
No matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
Just can't get away from them.
Yeah. Oh, they're sweet. But then when I'm away from them, I miss them. It's just like a cluster.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all rent out that putt-putt place, or were y'all there with other people?
We rented out the outside. It was like a little area with a putt-putt thing, a cornhole, tables. It was cute.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it was very inexpensive.
But you didn't have to deal with, normies then, huh?
Right. No normies. No normies allowed.
Gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But it is a place where you get the band, and then when you go inside, you do the band on the tap of whatever beer you want, and then the tap, you pay by that, which I'm sure you've been to those before. I'm not a beer drinker, so it, I don't know how they, but it gets expensive is what I'm getting at.
Oh, it does,
Because you just go in there and you're like, I'll do,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you pay full price for a beer even if you want to take like just a taste of it?
I don't know how it works.
I don't think so.
No.
No, I think you can just get a swig out of one of them if you want.
You can.
Yeah, and it deducts however much. I
They
think.
charge per ounce and stuff like that.
Per ounce. They just got on tap a margarita. So of course I enjoyed that. So I just kept tapping, pouring. I don't know what they charge.
That's cool.
A margarita on tap.
Yeah.
A frozen margarita? On the rocks.
And I said, is this a malt beverage or is this real tequila? Because, I'm not a malt beverage kind of person.
Right.
And sometimes they say margarita, but it's,
it's made out of wine and things like that.
She said, oh no, we have whatever tequila it is and we mix it here.
Oh.
And I said, okay, good. We're good then. We're cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get messed up like a snake in a double blade lawnmower over there.
Yeah, I was feeling it.
Unlimited margaritas.
Yeah, especially because you pay at the end.
Yeah.
And since my credit card wasn't on file, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just tapping and pouring, so I don't even know at the
it's
end.
your birthday.
Yeah, but on the way home, I'm like, how much was that? And Kyle was like, don't worry about it. Like,
Don't even worry.
More than you would think. But
Did he pay for everybody's?
No.
Okay.
No. No, we ain't doing all that now.
Well, I mean, it was a birthday party.
Yeah, I know. He just paid to rent out the spot and then my drinks, of course. But yeah, and my family's, I think, but that was about it.
My baby's drinks.
Kids.
My baby, this baby's drinks.
Kids up there drinking.
Yeah.
Mama's limeade.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I kept saying, now, y'all, your guy, don't pick up any other cups because they'll just pick up a cup and start drinking it.
Yeah.
That's how.
Your baby's dumb.
Well, that's how Delilah tasted her screwdriver for the first. She thought it was orange juice in a cup. It was my friend's screwdriver.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's had some vodka. Not 3-year-old had some vodka. But yeah, they'll just pick up any. I'm like, yours is the pink straw,
That's funny.
Lord.
Or yours is the one with the lid on it.
Well, a lot of people's had lids. They just would go in there and get like a to-go, you know. That's
Is the margarita the only liquor drink you can get from the dispenser?
They had a lot of vodka drinks mixed with like a cherry lime or a watermelon drink or whatever, but I'm not into the vodka anymore. Yeah,
Very
we had to
specific
break
about your
up.
drinking.
Yeah, me and the vodka had to break up.
that right?
It used to be my go-to, you know. It's a shame.
What happened with you and vodka?
It just doesn't hit me the same.
Okay.
It's after I had kids, I swear I can only drink tequila.
Okay.
And before I couldn't drink tequila, it made me like crazy, like psycho. Now it's like it's my energy.
Yeah, it's your comfort
It's my
liquor.
go-go juice.
It's my energy.
You know, I feel good on it. I feel good on that.
It's my vitamins.
Yeah.
I like that tequila at one point quote, made her go crazy.
Yeah, you made her crazy. Yeah.
What do you mean?
It made me mean. You know how some liquors, I don't know. They say that. I don't know if that's true. Liquor's liquor, but yeah, it just. I think what happened was when I drank tequila, it was with sugary beverages, like lots of sugar in a margarita, and that's what just didn't hit me right. Yeah. But now just drinking like, you know, maybe a tequila soda or something less sugary, it's just a better option.
Okay.
Yeah. So no more of her having to fight nobody.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
get off my man.
Throwing them soup bones.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, so I feel good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Good.
just shoot some tequila. You'll feel better.
Yeah.
But that tequila, though, I mean, I got to be in the mood for it because it does. It has that certain taste that I don't care how expensive it is or whether it's just like gin. You know, gin has that, very unique flavor.
Yes, it does.
Agreed. And I don't like bourbon. I don't like dark liquor, but some people think that tastes good.
I know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Now, I like Captain Morgan. That's a darker liquor, except for those flavored whiskeys and bourbons, like peanut butter.
Yeah.
I love that. And apple.
Yeah.
Those types of things. Vanilla.
But like people that drink scotch, do they really think it can't taste good, right?
Yeah, it does to them.
Oh.
Yeah, they develop that taste for it. I have a friend that I used to hang out with all the time. He loved it. Just loved it.
It's so.
It tastes like medicine.
Yeah. Cough syrup.
Yeah. But he also had a time in his life where vodka was his thing, and for years and years and years, he just can't drink it anymore.
Yeah.
Really? I think because it made him mean. Yeah, that's what he said. Made him mean.
Made me go crazy.
I'll fight a bee.
Yeah, he was the type of guy you didn't want him to be mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he a big guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big, strong, tough fella.
I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know.
His name's Bobby.
Oh, yeah, Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
You don't want to get on Bobby's bad side.
No.
Welcome to Booze Talk.
Yeah. It's all about alcohol today.
Yeah. Every time I say I'm not a bourbon drinker or a whiskey drinker, somebody always messages and like, you just haven't had the right one yet. Here's my setup. And they're very proud of their bottles and their, their whole little bar areas. And I think it's cool if that's like your hobby.
You know what I think it is? And I think it's great. Young guys for so long have been told that being masculine is bad, toxic, that now they look at, that's one thing. They drink whiskey and bourbons, all this stuff. And it's a manly thing.
Yeah.
And because they've been told since they were, since they've been little, that their natural being, which is masculinity, is wrong. You need to apologize for that. You need to step back. You need to, not let that out. It's toxic masculinity. And so now they're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink some bourbon. I'm gonna have a flight of bourbon. I'm gonna become a bourbon expert. I'm gonna become a tequila expert. That kind of thing.
What would they say about your Malibu and Diet Sunkist? 'Cause that's the best.
That is good, girl.
Delish.
I can have fun every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm drinking whiskey every day.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I want a sun-kissed and a
Malibu.
Yeah. Every now and then, I want some toxic femininity.
Heck yeah.
I want a tropical
Feminine
getaway.
drinks are better, period. I don't care. They can sit there and say it's better. You hadn't tried a Diet Sunkist with a Malibu.
Right.
Okay.
And they're not feminine to the men on the islands.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're damn
They
right.
out there climbing trees and chopping down coconuts and throwing fish nets out there to damn survive. Then they'll come in and drink a coconut rum and Diet Sunkist.
Yeah.
Sure.
Little grenadine splash.
Walking around with a machete.
Hell yeah. Machete in one hand and a delicious tropical drink with a pineapple on the rim of the glass.
Yes. See it.
Drunker than hell. Climbing that tree
bet.
with a machete, drunk as hell.
Yeah.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny.
Hey, it's TJ, and if you need anything when it comes to real estate, then you have to talk to our friends, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Why? Because they're the experts when it comes to anything real estate. They even fly all over the world and teach other people how to do what they do. Jody and I have always used the Temple team, and we love every one of them. Yes, even Kent Temple, and he and I get on each other's nerves from time to time, but still love each other. Make sure you tell them you heard about it from us. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple team for the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Introducing the new Media Center on the tjriggins.com home screen. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like Akon.
Yeah, it does.
I'm praying for Akon.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
with
I just
Akon?
feel like I haven't heard from him in a long time, and I hope he's doing okay.
Does he still have multiple wives? Is he the one that was in plural marriages?
I don't know.
Akon.
I don't know. I had met the Akon
Did you really?
at the Butter. Remember
Yeah.
Butter?
Yeah, the dance club.
Yeah, he was singing.
He had a bunch of hits there for
Yeah.
a couple
I
years. He
wanna
was like
make
the guy.
love, nah, nah, nah.
Yeah, he had a ton of hits.
Love him. He's got a new song.
Does he?
I swear I heard it, unless it was an older one that I didn't know.
Convict music, man.
Convict music.
Yeah, never really mattered. It's a new song.
I'll have to check that out.
Akon.
Akon.
I like him,
Yeah, seems like a nice guy.
unless he's got a lot of wives.
He
which
does.
Is weird. Okay.
He does. I think
what
for
is
where
that
he's
about?
from in Africa, they have multiple wives. And
Really?
I think maybe we could Google it. I don't
Does he live here?
No, you're thinking about the baby.
No. I mean, in America.
Oh, I thought you meant in Mooresville,
No.
North Carolina.
You are correct, sir.
Okay.
He is a polygamist.
Yes.
He has, guess how many children?
27.
Oh, well, not that many. He's got 9 kids, but he's got 4 wives.
Yeah.
And he is in great relationships with every single one.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, that's what they used to say about that. What's his name? On that show, my wife's show. What is it called?
Yeah.
Sister wife.
Sister Wives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody.
They're all in great marriages,
Yeah.
but
I think
I don't
they
think they are anymore, are they?
I think they've all, except for one, have bailed on him. What is he? Are you allowed to marry? You can't do that in America, can you?
I don't
No.
know.
You can't have
No.
4 wives.
No,
So are
not
these
legally.
I wonder if these are just like.
They're married in the church, I guess, and they're not. They don't have marriage licenses for all of them. I don't know how that works.
So sister wives, they're not really married,
No.
I guess.
Not by American legal system. No.
Gotcha.
When he brought in that new one, he got divorced from his first wife
Yeah.
and then married her.
I gotcha.
I remember that being a big story.
Is a polygamist, how many wives, are there different, or that just means you have multiple?
Multiple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. But Riggins could meet a girl today and they decide they're in love and they could go and ask me to perform a ceremony to say that they're married. And to them, they would be married and call each other husband and wife, but it's not recognized by the law.
Gotcha. It's like a fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, you got other people who want to live, what they would think is living as married couples, and then they would say, but I don't need a piece of paper to tell me, you know, that I'm true to you and that I love you and I don't need a piece of paper to say. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Those are people who don't want to get married.
Maybe.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah.
And do they still have common law marriage?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Huh. Because I feel like those are the people that are definitely they're scared to actually get married. But we've been living together. It's common law. We've been living together for 9 years.
Right.
So we're married.
But something about it, you're not. Until you have that full commitment, which is, and if you're not religious at all, then the only commitment that you have is in the government, is in the law.
Yeah.
So you're still not ready to make that commitment. Then you're not married.
True.
So don't run around saying you're married, just like don't run around saying your dogs are your kids.
No, I have done that.
Is his a religious thing? His marriages? Does it say?
know. It didn't say.
Yeah, probably.
Is it?
Yeah. Because it's a lot of the ultra traditional conservative wing of the Mormon religion, because the Mormon church doesn't recognize and support plural marriages anymore. So a lot of them have gone out from under the original, the official Mormon religion to do that, to continue to have multiple wives. But it's only religious to any of them except for one that could be recognized by the government.
Now, so Mormons used to be polygamous.
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's where, I watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Love that show. And I'm trying to wrap my head around all these, because they have new rules now about, caffeine. They can have caffeine or, but back in the day they couldn't. It's fascinating.
There was a Mormon girl in my class all through school, and she always had to have Sprite at the little parties we had. She could never have Coke. And they didn't make caffeine-free Coke back then.
Well, I gotta lie, that was probably for the best if you were real little, but
Yeah. But usually when they say that, they've changed and you can do this now, or they're not against this now or whatever, to get away from the traditional, values of whatever it is, it's usually worse in the new part of it. The new version of it is worse.
worse than what they had.
Yeah. Because you end up with dancing and caffeine drinking.
Right.
And only one wife.
Right.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a bunch of women out there just hopped up on caffeine all the time. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Are they drinking alcohol on this new Mormon show?
So that's the whole, people are getting crazy about this show because they're fighting about, are they really Mormon? Are they not? I think some are not truly Mormon because those are the ones that drink. Some are, what's the other one? It starts with an L.
Latter-day Saints.
Some are those.
Okay, well, yeah, because the whole Mormon church is Mormon, the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Okay. So some are those and some are not, and it's intertwined, and they're like, how can these women drink? And they'll come on social media and say, well, I'm not technically Mormon, so that's why I'm drinking on the show. There's all different. It's wild.
It's like that with the Methodist faith, too. The Methodist faith is broken up into more of a conservative part and more of a liberal part. The United Methodist is the liberal, and the Global Methodist is the more traditional and conservative part of it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some of these girls make their own rules.
Yeah. But I think all the Methodists can drink.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. And have coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big thing. I know my cousins told me that. Something about hot liquids, and I think it was hot liquids. They said no hot liquids.
Like tea or anything.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah, because, your cousins and your aunt and uncle are Mormons, aren't they?
My aunt is, I think she's the only one. But they growing up in Utah, pretty much everybody was Mormon.
Your dad's or your
my married into aunt.
Oh, married.
Yeah,
okay.
My blood uncle married a woman who was Mormon.
Okay, because to me that's fascinating because y'all are so Catholic.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I wasn't around when they got married, but I'm sure it was a big to-do.
Oh,
I'm sure it was.
yeah.
Now we obviously don't judge her or anything. We love her, just like a family member.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it was the first Mormon I had ever known, just because I didn't know any Mormons where I grew up.
Yeah, and if you did, you didn't understand. My very best friend in 6th grade, she was Mormon, and I didn't know what it meant, but she would go to school, go straight to the bathroom when she got to school, put on full makeup, and then before her mom picked her up, wash it completely off.
Oh, so Mormons aren't allowed to wear makeup?
Maybe that young. We were in 7th and 8th grade. It was when we started experimenting
Meanwhile,
with
you're
makeup.
looking like Dolly Parton out there.
Heck yeah.
Like, fake eyelashes.
Yeah. No, I
You're
did.
already getting your lips done.
Yeah. Y'all don't know what Botox is yet? Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Now, I know that the United Pentecostals they are not for makeup or any of that kind of stuff. And I had several kids growing up who were in that faith. Mm-hmm. And they wore skirts all the time, no pants, no jewelry, nothing like that. Mm-hmm. They could sing, though. Woo!
Can they sing?
Mm-hmm. United Pentecostal music in their church is great. So is Assembly of God. It's a branch of Pentecostal. Yeah. So if you want a good concert,
hit that up.
That's
on a
where you
Sunday.
go. That is where you go. I'm telling you.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins. Where are these huge discounts on great products? The deals page at tjriggins.com.
Check it out.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yeah.